hope I gathered everything. I know it took me a while to actually press the button, but I hope I gathered everything that I would need. Whew, let's take a deep breath. Hey, everybody. I'm working hard to learn to slow down, right? Working real hard to do that. But my mind is forever following after God. I don't know how else to say it. Because every time I see they've done him an injustice, or every time every time he confirms his words in the late night hours that he gave me in the late night hours, he confirms them in the daytime. It's like I'm so sold out for him, it's like I'm so deeply and desperately in love with him, to where it makes me like okay, he's my manager. You get what I'm saying? The other people got handlers. Well, God's my manager. Like, just break apart that word man and then like jar you forward, G for God, ER for do it again, all that kind of stuff. So it's hard to sit still. So I learned some things though. Oh, and I got this new cool stand. Y'all like this new cool stand? I'm trying to use it. I gotta learn. Like, it's so much cooler than I'm even using it as. You know what I mean? I gotta. My mind won't slow down enough to learn how to use this really cool stand to its fullest ability. But I'm gonna get there. I never say that. So God had been. I was on the phone with Faithful yesterday, and we began talking how we always do, about the mysteries of the world. And God was like saying, I told you girls to study the book of Enoch. And I had asked her for the book, right? Because she had gave it to me. I gave it back, long story short. The book has disappeared. I mean, like, we don't have a paper copy. She had two of them, right? When we was studying it real hard, she had bought me one. But now they gone. Well, that made me go look up um, the book of the Luminaries, right? So we read the book of Enoch together, but we didn't pay attention to the book of the Luminaries. You guys saw us here. When we were talking about it, we were trying to um, debunk him. Like, we were treating him like he was on trial. We didn't really think about the celestial stuff. We wanted to know what you say about our God. What you say about to happen with our God. Who are you to our God? Is this a letter from our God? You get what I'm saying? And that's when God himself told me it's the truth mingled with a lie. So all I told people to do was don't trust it. And I got a lot of backlash, especially being black and it being Ethiopian supposedly, like, okay. But I ain't trusting it. What that got to do with it? You get what I'm saying? I know that it did not hold my manager in the highest form of understanding the confidence that comes with being God. I know that. But I also know that if God sent it, he in on it, like in a good kind of way. Like, he going, because he look at Enoch a lot and say stuff like, why you looking at that? What you doing about that? So it looks like this might even be, that time when the one was sent, and I think that's Revelations 10. That would probably be it. It might be Revelations 10 when he was sent to go get John was sent across the river to go get a scroll out of an angel's hand whose foot was on the land and on the sea. But instead of taking it back to whoever told him to go get it, he ate it, right? Because whoever that was told him to go get it. But instead, whoever, John in the book of Revelations, chapter 10, he ate it instead. I always thought about that. That was always like, that was disobedient. That ain't what he told you to do. Especially being a mom. I've been a mom since I was 13. I know. God said that's why I love him so much, because a lot was forgiven. I do. And it's true. It's true. He didn't even have to come get me, but he did. And I'm grateful. All right, so let me stay on topic. This is going to be one of the longest videos ever. And we about to paint it. We about to act, not just paint it. We're going to read it. And we're going to read it and paint what we read. You get what I'm saying? We're going to paint what we read exactly the way it's said. But I just want to fast forward. When I started reading it, the thing that God gave me came forth, right? But so this would be that calendar I was telling you about. So this would be the details of that calendar. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, it blew my mind at its accuracy, you know. And Faithful will tell you, it's not like her and I sat there in the past reading and studying the book of the Luminaries. That's not why we went to Enoch. We were trying to discern if it was of God, just of God. Could we trust it? And when we got so much backlash, we just put it down. You know, I got to admit, I put it down. I was just like, look, I don't trust it, and I'm done with it. But God been leading us back here, and now we're here. Okay, so I'm going to play some music in the background because I am going to be painting. There's going to be quiet time within it. I'm going to also figure out how to speed this up, you know. I don't know how, but we'll figure it out. Now, let's make sure this is still down enough. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity to be self-determining, right? To be able to step away from the crowd and step away from doing what the crowd do long enough to hear your clarion call to a rescue at a time such as this. You know, I thank you so much because you didn't have to come grab me. I thank you so much for the awarenesses and the ability to see how simply true you are. Oh, we love you so much, and we thank you. We thank you. You said you prepare a table for us in the presence of our enemies. Thank you for giving us the freedom to walk freely in the midst of, you know, everything that's going on in the world. I don't want to say that word, but we love you so much, and we're grateful. So as an effort of being jarred forward in love, let us continue to prove your word true. I won't prove no religion true, Father, and you know that's me. And I love you for it. So everybody that's listening, this ain't about proving a religion true. This is about proving his word true. And it's so beautiful. We love you, Father. That's the point of this ministry, Father. Forever and forever, in the name of your Son, in the name of forgiveness, in the name of humanity, in my name, in the name of wisdom, in the name of humbleness, in the name of no matter what happened, we love you, with you, and adore you. Amen. From amen. Okay? So, yeah. I'm going to start off by reading. Now, it has a Roman numeral at the top. So I'm in the book of the Course of the Heavenly Luminaries, which is a part of the book of Enoch. It looked like it's in the 70s because, you know, it says chapter LXXIL, okay? But it looked like it's in the 70s. And let's make sure that this is low enough for me to think. And once I start actually painting, I'll turn it up higher, okay? But first, we got to discern it, right? So that was what we wanted to do, was discern what we're hearing, okay? Now, and one more last disclaimer. Remember, like a child. So if it say a word, don't go into the theoretical word that you know it as an adult. If it say, like when I read it, I saw the word face. So instead of thinking about like on the face, I thought about on the face and thought direction. You get what I'm saying? So think like a child in order to find this truth. That's how simple and awesome God is. Okay, so it says the book of the Course of the Luminaries of the Heavens. the relations of it each according to their classes, their dominion, their seasons, according to their names and places of origin, according to their months. Praise God, according to their months, which Uriel, the holy angel who was with me, who is their guide, showed me, and he showed me all their laws exactly as they are, which it is with regard to all the years of the world and unto eternity till the new creation. Now, y'all know this is a little bit of comedy too, because I love making people laugh, but I see funny stuff. Now, I'm putting myself in this story, you know what I mean? Like, or not in it, I'm visualizing it, right? I'm listening to somebody tell me something, right? And it sounds like let's say the devil came to somebody and tempted them, right? But what they didn't know, the devil was an undercover cop. You get what I'm saying? That's what this sounds like to me. This is where hood life benefits you. But this is what it sounds like. So so when he take them to the spot where he going to do, to learn, he know his intentions are bad because, he an undercover cop. But he takes them there and he tells them everything, right? So what I'm trying to say is I think Uriel is an undercover, like an undercover agent in this story. Okay, so it says, I'll start off, where was I at? It's so many commas. I'll just start from the beginning of that first sentence, which is almost a paragraph. Okay, the course of the luminaries of the heaven, the relations of each according to their classes, their dominion, their seasons, according to their names and places of origin, and according to their months, which Uriel, right? So he's saving his butt, like Uriel, the holy angel, who was with me, who is their guide, right? So their leader, showed me, and he showed me all their laws exactly as they are, and how it is with regard to all the years of the world and unto eternity, until the new creation is. Then they split it apart for some crazy reason. Let me scroll down. Accomplished. Okay, so to the new creation is accomplished, which dureth. So that word dureth means a duration, right? It don't just mean during. It also means a duration, okay? So dureth or enduring, right? So that's just a lot of words there. So enduring till eternity. And this is the first law of the luminaries. The luminary, the sun, has its rising in the east. Okay? So, pay attention. Uh-oh. I got to put a little more tape on this. Which this is so interesting. When I chose to do this, I only had, like my dog ate up my other tape and all I had was this kind of tape. And every now and then it just pops off the wall, unfortunately. But you see, it really matched what it's going to say. Like this says goals. I didn't do that on purpose putting it there either, but it matched when I started, reading it. Okay, I can't find no more tape for it, but okay. Well, let's keep going. And so it was about it rising in the east. Now, why is that important to me now? When I did my chart, it was like there was a cross. Right? I started off with a cross. That one right there. And then it was like, do I start up here with the number 1? Or do I start here with the number 1? Let me give you guys some focus too, because this looks backwards to me. This would be east. This would be west. Okay, that would be north. And that would be south in real life. Like, I'm not going to say what it is on here, but that's what it would be in real life. You get what I'm saying? So that way also y'all will see when I'm putting things in certain directions, which direction I'm going in. Okay, so when I first did my own, I was torn between putting it here and here. If I would have listened to myself and went with aesthetics, right? Like it looked good, that looked good starting there, that's where the clocks start, right? So if I would have went with my own thought process, I would have started here as being number one, right? But God told me to start here. This really happened, y'all, okay? So God told me to start here instead of here. So I did it. I did it obediently as God said, right? And when I did is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But look right here, 7. You drop down one, right? On the board God had me, it's over there. Matter of fact, let's just go over there real quick, right? We'll just go over there. This is the board God had me create. Let's go here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I ain't doing nothing. Let's go. It be all right. All right. So, let's get this together. So this is the first one not first one, but this is the one God had me create. And I didn't know where any of, it was just like God was showing me things, like if definitions are the word, are manifest in many, many different ways. Like if you say one word, every single word connected to it is present, it just started showing a picture, if that makes sense. This being like the concept of a rainbow, like light, basically, right? So, so you see how I was torn with making, there we go, 1, this part 1, or this part 1, right? I was torn because this looked better. The up here looked better because it reminds you of a clock. Uh-oh, my cousin was calling me. I hope she turns on the show. Hey, cuz, I'm doing the show. Oh, I do not know if y'all are still there. Well, maybe it'll still be on there, but it's just... All right, well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. It was okay. Everything's okay. So, long story short, you see how, and then God told me the colors had to be certain colors, right? So, it had to follow what he said in the Bible. That's how he won the art. Like, as I'm going back and forth with God, right? As God won the argument between here and here, it was because the first day he said, he divided the dark from the light, and he said, let there be light. So this is the most truth. So this would be the next, even though this is white, and even though the block is 3, the time was 1. You get what I'm saying? So it's hard to explain. But I want you guys to know, I didn't use the book of Enoch to do this. That's what you got to know. That's the miracle. And I praise God for the fact that we constantly keep documenting these things, so that way nobody will ever think this was of my power. This is God. God really is confirming to his people what he wants them to know in a time such as this, okay? All right, so we're back here. Remember what I said. This is east, going that way. That's west. Wait, let's turn this a little bit more. All right, so we got east, we got west, we got north, we got south. What the book says, let's get there. He says, and this is the first law of the luminaries, the sun and its rising in the eastern portal of the heavens, and its setting in the western portal of the heavens. And I saw 6 portals in which the sun rises, and 6 portals in which the sun sets. Okay? Now, I'm going to jump down, because that's actually not where I want to be, because I remember reading that back then, but I never thought nothing of it. Right? But this is the one I thought something of. I remember reading this going, oh my goodness, there's portals. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, I remember, Faithful will tell you, we was sitting there, it was like, okay, well, a portal is a portal. I don't know. A portal means from here to there in an instant. So, okay. Where is it? I want to get to, the winds. I don't want to start with I'm painting the picture, ain't I? So I want to start with this instead of starting with because I know they're going to end up on the mural, because these are 3 different pieces, of wood. So I know they're going to find their natural portals and places to be. But first we got to create the portals. You get what I'm saying? We can't put they're out there in limbo without no portals created. So let's get to the portals. All right, nope. We're almost there. And y'all, I'm working on it. My mind, like I said, if you hear how much is going on in my head right now, it'll just blow your mind. But all the stuff came true. Uh, uh, the volcano is erupting. Everything has happened. Everything has happened. Like, we are there, and this is really it. And I can't think of nothing that ain't came true yet. So I even had a locust on the wall. I mean, on my window over there. There ain't nothing impossible at this point. So let's get a handle on the impossible. All right, I'm still looking for it. And if anybody want to give me encouragement, like you did good on maintaining like being silent for a second, let me know. Yeah, I like cheering, but I'm working on it. All right. Here it goes. So this one is, I don't know, the 70 something, I guess. So it says, at the ends of the earth. Remember how God told me it was the earth? So at the ends of the earth, wow, ain't this crazy? For those that know me, if you don't know me, you probably think like, she set this up some kind of way. But if you know me, this is crazy, because I've been talking about all of this for a long time to have confirmation. In the book, I was telling people don't read, like, I ain't gonna say don't read, just don't trust. It's deep. It's deep. So, still don't trust it. But it's the truth mingled with a lie. I've been saying that. So at the ends of the earth, we got it right here. So that's where the number 1 would have to go. Okay. So what is it? At the ends of the earth, I saw 12 portals. Okay. 12 portals open to all the quarters. Right. So that's showing you got to draw it like quarters as well. Like triangles. That's what quarters are. They're triangles, okay? To all of the quarters of the heavens, from which the wind go forth and blow over the earth. 3 of them are open on the face. This is that part I was telling y'all about. 3 of them are open on the face. And then it says in parentheses, the east. So that made me go, okay, remember I told you, think simple. So, remember, this is here, this is the horizon, okay? They said 3 portals are on the east. Look, 1, 2, 3, wow, right? So that's true from wow, right? Mind blown. So it's 3 on the east. But because of, he said, the face, you got a face. Like, I didn't think of it like on the face of the earth. I'm thinking like which way we pointing. You get what I'm saying? Not the back of my head. They flat out, they didn't say on the head of the earth. You get what I'm saying? But on the face. So that means the look is this way, right? So this right here is east. All right, know that. This right here would be east. So let me get a pen. Hold on. Let me get a pen, make sure y'all understand it with me. Let's see which one of these are easily drawn over. Okay, right. We're going to use a red pen. Now, so if there's 3 portals, so we got 1, 2, three, right? It's three portals, and they're in the east, right? The direction up is that way, right? Let's read the next sentence. It says, wait, three of them are open on the face, the east of the heavens, and three in the west. So now we know this the east, this the west, right? So it should be three here too, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Okay? Right? Y'all with me? I hope y'all with me. And then it says, wait, three on the right. No. Well, that's what it says. And wait, there's three in the west and three on the right. On the right. That messed me up. I was literally like, oh, okay, on the right. But then if the facing is this way, this would be the right. You know what I mean? Like if it's the facing is that way, then this would be the right. So that meant three on the right. Okay? Y'all with me? I hope y'all can see that. I don't think y'all can see those circles. Well, I got to paint over it anyway, so it's cool. All right. All right, and three on the right of the heavens and three on the left, which this part would be considered north, according to what this is showing. So we got three more. Wait, I'm saying that wrong. Hold on, let's make sure. So if this is east, I did that wrong. So this would have been west. But it don't matter. They're only circles. So we got it, right? So this is east. Wait. Because on the left was the south. So this is the south. Okay, there we go. So this would be the west down here. Okay, so let's put west on there. West. And this would be east. And this would be south. And this would be north. Okay, so y'all with me? So you see how the dial is a little bit like it isn't as pretty standing straight up and down as I would have wanted, you know, aesthetically look like. But by following here, now it makes sense. You know what I mean? Because the horizon is the point of reality. All right? All right, let's see. What else we got? And the three first are those of the east. So the three first ones are those of the east. So that would be this. Let's tell you, nothing wants me to show you this. This is so annoying. Well, I don't know if you heard that part, or even if you're even there anymore. So much has happened. But it says right there, the first three would be the first three portals would be those on the east. Okay? So we got 1, 2, 3. Okay? What else does it say? I gotta keep looking because stuff happens every time I turn my head. All right. And the three first are those of the east, and three are of the north. Hold on. So the first three was of the east, right? And the next three was of the north. Okay, where's the north? Okay, here we go. So that matches. I'm drawing and doing this stuff blindly as a child who don't know nothing. Okay. So this would be the next three. 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's what it says. I'm literally following this book. And then, wow, I'm blown away. Okay? I'm blown away. But remember what he said. The one you reject is usually the cornerstone. Real talk. Now, don't get me wrong. That stuff about Metatron leaving God's hand dormant behind him. I'm not saying that it's a good book. Well, it's a good story. But you get what I'm saying. You better go do your own study. Don't be attributing people's downfalls to me. Okay. This is just entertainment. I should have my fangirl hat on. But I felt like painting. I don't want to get no paint on my hat. All right. So the 3 first are in the east, and 3 are in the north, and 3 are in the south, and 3 are in the west. So we got, oh, it flipped on us. Y'all see that? Now the Z makes sense. It just, that's why they ain't been wanting us to see what's about to happen. Right? I'm acting dumb. I'm acting as if, it don't mean go straight forward. I'm going to read the definitions of his words. So watch this. We just made the Z. Watch. So it said 3 in the south. So that means over here. Real talk. I don't know. It got to be this one because that's the Z. Now I see the Z. So this would be 7. This would be 8. And this would be 9. I ain't got nothing else to say. Oh my God. I might want to stop because I done found something out. Because look, no though, I'm reading about Uriel, which is really URL. You're it's hard to explain. You got to know definitions of words, right? So I'm reading about him. So I see his crest and stuff, and there's this C, and I'm literally looking up ancient symbols about it, and I'm seeing, y'all, some stuff with that one. Yeah, there's some stuff with that one. So go do some research on your own. So I want you to see, this is blowing my mind. I don't know, I got to do some, well, no, ain't no fear. I bet God is waiting on somebody to just walk, just like, do you know who I serve? Not in a haunty kind of way, but in a, God, no, better yet, do you know whose business I'm after? There we go. Do you know whose business I'm after? That's the thing. I'm doing my God's business. All right, so here we go. Let's go on to the next one. I'm blown away by what just happened just in this one. So let's recap, right? It says the sun rises in the east, and there's 3 portals there, right? 1, 2, 3. Then they said, and 3 portals in the north. 1, 2, 3, right? Then all of a sudden, we are all sitting here anticipating them to say, duh, go this way. And I am too. This is the first time for me. Then all of a sudden, it says there's 3 portals in the south. So if I just do this by what it said, now I jump over here, and that Z makes sense now. Okay? Now it makes sense. So we're going to have to add that in the painting, ain't we? Okay? Let's see what else. Let's get back to, I want to reread it too to make sure. And the 3 first are, see, that's what made me say it's the 3 first in the east. So 1, 2, 3, right? That's what I mean about being a child, like 3 first, okay? My eyes getting old and I can't find my glasses. It's blowing like it's messing me up. Okay. And the 3 first are those of the east, and 3 are of the north, and 3 after those on the left of the south. Hold on, wait. I ain't read the whole sentence, y'all. Let's see what he said there. He done threw a doozy at me. Let's do exactly what he said. He said, because that might not be the Z. Let's see. He said, and the 3 first are the ones on the east, did that. The 3 on the north did that. And 3 on the north, and 3 after those on the, no, that's in a, why is that in a parenthesis? Who telling me to put it there like that? That ain't what he said. Like, no, I'm going with, why you adding stuff? I don't know. I ain't going to probably pay attention to these parentheses, because how you going to tell me that now something in history makes sense and now you took the time to clarify? You get what I'm saying? The other ones, you was like, and those, and those, and those. It should have been on, Why you take the time to tell me don't go the other way? I'm going to go the other way. Let's just do it. Right? Let's just do it. I'm after my Father's business, so let's do it. That's crazy, though. That blew my mind, too. Okay? After the of the South and 3 of the West. So we got West right here and 3 of the West. So we're going to continue. So it does continue. You know, it didn't start back up there. It continued of the West. So we got 10, 11, 12. Very interesting, guys. We are on to something. Matter of fact, I want to make sure I'm going to get a darker color so y'all can see the rotation. Or is rotation the right word? I don't know if it's the right word, but, or the progression. There we go. So y'all can see the progression, okay? Because I can't see it in there. So we got 1. Can you see that one now? I don't know. So the progression is 1, 2, 3, right? We'll do it like that. 4, 5, 6, right? Y'all see this? Then it pops down here, right? Y'all see that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12. Oh my God, did I just draw a flower of some type? This must be what it means when you go down the rabbit hole. And then like you literally get there like, oh, this stuff real. I am in a haunted house. That is interesting. Wow. Do y'all see that? Hold on, no. Let's get y'all some paint. Let's throw some paint on the walls. That blew my mind. Let's put some blue paint on the walls. Right? Let's put some blue paint on the walls. And you know what? Let's just grab a whole bunch of these colors. I thought I was ready, but I'm not ready. That messed me up, y'all. I know that gotta be messing y'all up too. There ain't no way in the world I could have known. Like now we see where the lotus flower comes from too, don't we? Look, they done stopped you from watching, I'm sure. Like by now. This is too much. This is just too much. I tell you, it's just too much. I don't understand. I don't understand, you know, the, like I do, now I see why all the deception. Because this, like if you just read the stuff and, you know what I mean? Like if you just read it and take it at face value, all of it's right there. Just from, say I'm taking it at face value, right? We're going to take it at face value. And, you know, I don't trust nobody but you anyways, Father. So I'm going to take it at face value. Do I got any more blue? I don't like the way this is working. Oh, let me get the other one. Let me get the other blue. Do I got some more blue? I know I do. Oh, there you go. Well, that's a different kind of blue. All right. Wow. Wow. Hope you're enjoying yourself. We ain't got nothing else to do. Especially considering, you know, I think about all this stuff, the fact they kept it from us. Like, no, that's not true. God always told me they didn't keep this from us. He had me ready for this back 3 years ago. For this sentence in life, I think. Because 3 years ago, he told me, if they ever tell you that they kept the veil from you knowing about the veil, he said, if they ever say that to you, that's a lie. God said, me myself kept it from you. He said, this is what stops chaos. From like this veil is the thing that's keeping us safe from chaos, he said, you know? So he said he didn't want nobody taking credit for the veil. The veil is his idea. That's the way we got safe, he told me, you know? Stay with me. We're gonna do this again, right? Let's see what color shows up the most. Right, we're gonna start here going with one, portal one. Can you see it? Yeah, now we cooking with grease. Right now we cooking it with grease. All right, portal two. Wow, this is that flower. That's crazy. And the Z though. That's the crazy part. It's the Z too. Because of the way they got us, you know, or not the way they got us, because this is God's. God told me this was his. That's what they after is this, he told me. They trying to break it so they can get out. This is the prism, he told me. Right? So it's like this. And then it's like this. Right? And this is where it all threw us for a loop, right? This is where it threw us all for a loop. Let's put some blue in there, right? So we can see where it threw us for a loop. So when instead of going forward this way, no, it said drop down, right? Drop down and come over here, right? That's what it said. So we did that. Now we over there. You know what? I'm gonna make that blue. Now, mind you, that's the thing I love about, let's talk a little bit about painting. If you're here for painting, whenever you mess up, you can paint over it. That's what I love about it. You know, you could literally sit there and play with one piece of paper forever. You know what I mean? That's how I got involved in painting. They always had me painting. I didn't know how to paint, you know. But, you know, at child time, when they say, what you gonna grab? I grabbed the watercolors, you know, to paint. But yeah, this is gonna be painted over. That's basically what I'm saying. So don't worry about the painting. Hey, God bless. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm learning some stuff over, like, you know, like I said, for any newcomers, I know I've been on here for a while. I'll start telling people, you know, in a short sentence, I'm here because God told me to paint exactly word for word using the definitions of words what's said in the book of the Luminaries. And at that point, we saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then when they said drop down, they dropped down to the south instead of moving on to the west, right? So that's where we're at there. I'm trying to decide, should I do white on the bottom? No, we got to do dark blue or maybe even black on the bottom, right? To signify where we're at, right? So now we're here. We got to go 6. Oh, no, that was 7. So this would be 8, all right? This would be 9. Hope y'all still with me. Stuff keep happening to try to stop y'all from seeing it. This would be 10, right? This would be 11, right? And this would be 12. Okay, so y'all see the formation that's happened. So that's what's different. You know, you guys saw mine, right? Remember, God through inspiration gave me this one. And I asked him, what was it? And he said it was the earth. Then I said, what? Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna stay holding on. Y'all stay holding on with me. We gonna crack this code. We're gonna crack this code together. All right. Oh, so let me take a drink. I don't got a pop. Oh, okay. I got something. Now, here's what I do know about this particular painting. I mean, not painting, these portals. One thing I did a long time ago was chart, because it had like the number of portals that was the same as my birthday. You know, it was like, well, my birthday is 6/12, but theirs was 3/12. Like I think it was 3/12 or 2/16 or something like that. It was something that matched me where I went, oh, I'm a chart that out. Y'all know it was like a 3D. We're gonna do it in here because we have to. That's what they tell you to do. But it turned out to be a 3D diamond. Let's pull that back and let's get back to it and pull this down better. I mean, yeah, like a 3D diamond. And I'm telling you, I don't know how to draw. This is just a kid playing, you know? All right, so I'm going to turn up the music just a little bit just so I could get, now that I see where God is taking us, I'm about to put some paint on this wall, right? Let's put some paint on this wall. I'm going to turn up this music just a little bit. Hopefully they don't flag me. But just a little bit so it ain't so quiet in the background while I'm doing this. Then we're going to see where we end up after that. Matter of fact, I know the next thing to do is to chart that diamond. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Okay. You know that Uriel pendant I was telling y'all about? Go on Amazon and look for a pendant by him, like a pendant of him or his crest or whatever, right? I'm not saying he bad. I think he might have been a double agent. I really do. I think he might have been a double agent. But it's got the Z in it. And subsequently, his pendant has tomorrow's date in it. Me and Faithful was talking about this. What y'all seeing happen to me is a form of talking in tongues. You know, people do a mockery sometimes of talking in tongues. You know that. You know it. I don't have to tell y'all that. But he said you'll really be able, when you can talk on, like, when you really have the fire of tongues, you can interpret letters and symbols and words. You know what I mean? You know, I thought that was really interesting. Keep stopping and talking to y'all. Matter of fact, I'll just keep talking over this way, but I'll just keep on talking if I keep looking at y'all. So I ain't gonna look at y'all. I'm gonna do what my father told me to do. And he said, show them what's at stake. And what they're really doing. It is not what y'all think. It is not what y'all think. It's going to blow y'all mind when you find out what they really up to. That's why I said I think Uriel a double agent. I do. When you find out what they really up to, I think Uriel looked like he on their side, or looked like he on God's side, looked like he on their side, but it looked like he's setting them up for destruction. That's what it really do look like. It looks like once they accomplish everything they learn from Uriel, they're going to be destroyed. That's what it looks like. I'm just keeping it real. When I sell the house, I'm going to have to fix the wall. Well, just this part, you know. I never planned on moving, you know. I thought the world was a different world. They had us straight up on a different world, thinking it was something different. But the truth is, I get why they said run. When the one, what they say in Revelations, when you see the one standing in the holy place, you better not do nothing but run. I get it. I get it, y'all. I know y'all like, huh? I came here for painting. Well, you might want to look at some of the laws that's just been passed recently in the world. You might want to look at some of the laws that's been passed. You know they're talking about getting rid of cash money. And some of you who's always had cash money, it's like, why? We don't need it. Well, when you ain't got no food to eat. and you all you got is a talent, and you need to get somebody to hand you something worth something for your talent, and money don't exist, what we gonna do? You get what I'm saying? That was a one-sided thought by trying, like, what are poor people gonna do? What they gonna do, right? So, or people that don't obey your every whim, or people who have integrity and morals, you know, what we gonna do? So it ain't a good thing, y'all. But it's supposed to be gone. Like, he signed an order talking about it was gonna be gone on the 13th. I think by the 13th of January or something. I don't know. But now it's making sense what they done. It's making sense what they have done. Okay, let's put some gray in here. Right? Where we gonna put this gray at? We're gonna try to put the gray somewhere in here. No, wait a minute. No, I want this other blue. Right? How about that? That'll look good in there. Uh-oh, want it. Oh, I gotta open it. Brand new. I'm like, man, this is nice. Oh, it's already open. Okay. Oh, but it don't. It can't. It's not open. I want this color in here. It's too cute not to. I don't got no way to get it out. The devil is alive. We're gonna I'll pour it in there. Look, I don't need the thing to work. I'll just pour it on there. I want to try to make it blotchy too, so that way it'll just look different dimensional. You know what I mean? Oh, them colors look good together, don't y'all think? I don't know if y'all can really see it. Hold on, let me get y'all some better light. This is my first time ever doing it, so I'm glad y'all hanging out with me. But those colors look really cool together. The depth of them, like in person. But I'm gonna rub them in a little bit. I don't like the fact that white up there is still blending through. So let's see. Let's put a little more blue on it. Matter of fact, let's put a little bit of blue and black on it. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. I was bored. And I was gonna paint anyways, and God was just kept showing me so many like deep revelations. You know, he was like, you got this big wall here. And, you know, he was telling me to make, you know, paint what Enoch was saying. And he said, you know, who knows? In the future, while I'm sitting down and sad and stuff, in the future, I might be able to sell this to a restaurant or something. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what's going on with that? So I'm glad you're hanging out with me. Trying to make it look like portal-y. I don't know if that's a word, but portal-y. Like make it look like it got clouds and dimension of some type. Oh, that's pretty. See what happened there? Oh, nice. Well, we probably should put a little more white over there, right? Because that is what the text say. The text said the sun rises on the east in the first three portals. So let's put some serious white on these first three portals. Oh, wait. Okay, we're just going to put some serious white in there. See what that looks like. That's interesting. Oh, wait. I was about to say, what y'all don't know is this tape on there, but y'all see that tape. All right, so that looks good. All right, now let's put a little more white there, though, right? Just a little bit. I don't want to mess it up, but... Oh, look. Oh, no. That's what the song said. All right. So now we got that there. The next three. No, we got to get some more up on there. Not too much, right? These are the first three. We just need a little more. All the way up to there, right? I want to see what you said, love. Let's get this. We'll take it over. Now, I don't like the way it look. It look good here, but let me do a little bit here, too, though. Because I don't want my picture looking like that. No, I need a little more white. There we go. Now that look like some type of horizons, right? You could tell something rising there. But I'm come see. I saw somebody wrote something. I just want to get it right first. Give me 1 second. So this is the only time I shut up. So my husband would have finally been happy. Well, this ain't working no more. Let's get some real paint up in here. Let's get a paintbrush. Oh, no. Forget a paintbrush. I bought these things. Right? Yeah. So forget a paintbrush. Let's use these things. I don't like the way this did. This ain't do nothing I like. I need some more of a brush work. Let's throw that in there. Like I told you guys, I didn't know how to do any real painting. I grew up watching, the dude that used to paint when we was younger. That's probably as close as I done got. I'm going to come over there soon. Just give me a second. Y'all line up some comments. We'll talk about it in a second. So that's what the book of Enoch says, too. It says that these are the portals of the wind. So let's make it look like wind, right? Yeah. Uh-oh. Remember, guys, I can't really paint. It's just something, God gave me to pass the time away. But then I started seeing stuff. Let's put some, because this would by the concept of the book of Enoch, this would basically kind of be like spring, right? By the concept of what he was saying there. I don't know what it's going to become because we're going to put it more in detail. Hold on, let's get this. This paint ain't no good. I don't think it's any good. Come on. Like old thick dollar store paint, but it's alright. Put some water on that. Yeah, so I don't know, It's too green. It's too green. Praise God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But that's too green, so we ain't going there. Let's see. Let me see what other colors I got. Because, throw out some colors to me, guys. We definitely need yellow. That's the beginning of the sun coming up, right? So we need some yellow. We definitely maybe even need some like lighter green. Right? Let's get some lighter green. What else we gonna get? Here, y'all don't even know what colors I got there. I'm thinking, definitely gonna get this green. You know, I like this green. I think this green, if we gonna do green, this one would be like a prettier one. Or this Caribbean. Got some Caribbean. That's nice. All right, so we definitely though are gonna go with this color and this color, and no, I think that's it. I think that's it for us. Like if it's summer, I don't know what month that is. They haven't told us what month. We're just building up the portal, so maybe I shouldn't worry about too much color until I know what month is what, right? Because all I know is the existence of the portal. So that might, but no, we need some silver, because that other silver wasn't working. I almost forgot about silver. All right, let's do this. We need some silver, right? That's what I was telling my daughter, you know, because me and my daughter studied the Bible together, and you know, so she knows about the 3 days of darkness and all that stuff. It's in the Bible. But I was telling her, even if it's gray outside, that sun out there, don't you ever worry about it. God, matter of fact, God did tell me that as long as we're alive, that sun gonna come out. It's the covenant with man. You can see it differently behind me. Good. Silver don't look silver. Right, but I will let it like lead into that one. That's the other three, but we're gonna let it go in there because it looked like it needs to. This is so funny. I'm over here painting like both, like looking in there. I can see it better in there. That's crazy. Like for the whole, like, I don't know, Holy Spirit of it all. That's the truth. I can see it better looking at it. Let's see if I can paint backwards. That shows you. In the last days, God said he was going to pour out his spirit. I just got to get myself lined up to see. He said he was going to pour out his spirit on all people. Right? That your sons were going to have visions and... I got to go backwards. And that's probably where that blue should go. That's where that blue should go, right? Don't you agree? Or this bluish green or whatever. That should be about here. Praise God. But I ain't nothing but a regular person. I didn't grow up in no mystical family. My family didn't have 6 fingers or nothing like that. Yep, nope. Regular old person. But I will tell you this. He said, because I was like, God, I can't believe you came and got a wretch like me. I can't believe, like my family was minister society. That's basically it. Like, you sit, play cards, smoke weed, chill, kids go play, you know what I mean? But, so why for the coolest bunker rescue ever, God, when the time was needed, you came and got me? So I'm just grateful is what I'm trying to say. Let me put on this fan, y'all. I prepared, because when it comes to painting, you need the colors to dry fast, or you're going to start building mud. And you know, none of your colors will stay. So I did put me a fan above me. Praise God. I need more white over there, don't I? Let's fix this side. I agree. But yeah, he came from out of nowhere and grabbed up a wretch like me, and he ain't have to. So it's just like my duty. That's how it feels. It's my duty to do anything for you, you know? And you know how God say, in the Bible it says, don't take my, like it basically says, don't take my name in vain. How can I depossess the land if you don't believe I can? You know what I mean? That was how I found out what it meant to take his name in vain. That's how I found out, because he was saying, if you don't believe I could do it, why in the world you think I'm going to do it? You know? I'm telling you, my eyes been crazy. Oh, yeah, I got to do that like that. Okay. And that one needs to get better. Oh, that's the, now I see. I'm like, what is this? That's the tape. Remember, this started off with tape. So that way it was measured out with 12 equal parts. So when it's all said and done, I'm going to take the tape off, and there's going to be portals in the middle, marked the way God wanted them to be marked. Let me get my butt up. Hold up, y'all. And let me tighten my pants. Let me tighten my pants and get my butt up. And I told y'all I can't paint. I just want to do what he told me to do. Hold up. I'm doing this wrong, ain't I? Hold up. Because that's looking like something. I know it's cool that it's looking like something. But no, that ain't in God's way. That ain't in his will properly. Because look, the tape, if it's a portal, it got to come out the portal a certain kind of way. Right? So let's do it like this and see. Because if it's a portal, it got to come out a certain kind of way. Just like this wind coming out of here a certain kind of way. Right? I should have marked the tape. I should have had black tape. Because it's hard to see the tape. But I want to keep it on the ridge of the tape. But I can't see the tape. It's like blind. Hold on. There's one. Okay, there you go. So I got to do it like that. That's the problem. Because if it's coming out of there, that's the problem. So what did that end up making when I did it like that? Because that's 1, 2, 3, right? So now we got to also do the opposite on the other side of the portal, right? So we got, if that's that side, then this is the bottom side. Now all I'm doing is following the tape that was already put on here in equal parts. And making sure I have a representation of wind coming out of the top of it and the bottom of it. Of the tape is what I mean. Is that tape? Where the tape at? Look, is that tape? I don't know where the tape at. I can't see it. Oh, here it go. And that's coming out the top. There. Wow. Wow. What's forming before us, guys? All I'm doing is I read like I ain't even got that far in the book of Luminaries, but I read the part of the wind's portals. And we're just trying to make it by the simplest amount, the way God had said it was going to be. So that's there. And that means this one's here. I don't know. I just feel like in my spirit that I should put them on here like you know when there's jet fuel or something, there's like, you know that feeling like. So I'm figuring like if it's a portal, there got to be places where they release pressure. Some places. Wow. So now let's do it over here too. This is too big of a brush. Or is it? I don't know. I know there's those people on YouTube like, oh, I could do this with one brush. Praise God, I can't paint. All I'm doing is following the Lord. Look, I can't, not in real life. I can't paint. I'm just following the Lord. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't like that. That ain't working for me. Yeah, let's try this one. Ain't this fun when you just like, let's try another one. Oh no. Okay, that do feel better though. There we go. Ugh, messed that part up. So it's a portal, but it also starting to kind of look tree of life-ish, ain't it? It really is, ain't it? All right, let's see. Oh, y'all gotta just sit back and look at it. What y'all seeing? So I guess now we know this is gonna be some type of series because, like, we got to go through that word for word in order to know what you know what I mean. The next steps are. But no, I'm still gonna finish filling this in. But sometimes you gotta stand back and look at it. Make sure like, so if this is about months and seasons and times and things like that, I need to put that yellow down there, but that it gotta dry a little bit. I'll mess it up if I put the aurora borealis of sorts. That's the truth. But I'd mess it up if I put the yellow down there. If we were to continue to the next 3 months, right? So if the first 3 months um, were here, but we still don't know where months are, you know? So I can't go too deep with color, but I feel like we need more green and stuff over here, you know, is what I'm feeling like. And I feel like orange gonna end up here, you know? And then like some type of midnight color. Okay, there we go. Figured it out, figured it out, figured it out. Let's get some just paint on the walls so that way I can see the colors. Right? Let's do that. Let's get some paint on the wall so I can see the colors. I feel like that needs to be bluer. And let's put some blue on there. And just so you know my painting style, this paint ain't gonna look nothing like this when I'm done, I'm sure. You know, like even though it kind of looks like a tree, it's not gonna look like that when we're done. Right now I'm just like, I'm a visual thinker, so I gotta see where he's taking me. And then I'll give detail to where he's took me after we get there. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's kind of like how they say you give a woman a house, she'll make you a home. Give a that kind of thing. I gotta know, like, where we going? All right, okay, now that we here, we can do this. Okay, kind of thing. Yeah, so don't worry about how it's looking right now. I know that's part of the satisfying part is that it's gonna look like something, but we kind of got to get paint on the wall in order to like kind of understand what we're painting, you know? Yeesh. I'm sorry. Look, it's easier to see in there sometimes because, like, I got bad eyes, and over there it just look illuminated for some reason, but here it's just like weird and bunched together. Maybe it's it. I'm in my old age. So maybe in my old age, I'm getting farsighted or something. What's that where you can't see up close? Maybe in my old age, I'm getting like that. Because I can see that beautifully. All right, so let's see. That shows you I can't paint. The way I kind of, in order to even see how to put the brush there, I got to look upside down. Where's the tape? Oh, there it go. I gotta go like that. Look, I can't even do it unless I do it like that. That was crazy. That's so funny. It's true. I really can't do it. Like looking at it, it don't hit my hand right. Looking at it head on, don't hit the hand right. Wow. It's the Tesseract. That's what God told me. This is the Tesseract. It is. Or Tree of Life, or Merkaba, or Ezekiel's Wheel, or whatever you want to call it. But it's God. Like that's what they're after. They're trying to steal it from him. They can't steal this. Poor babies. Because the truth is, like I said, was telling you guys earlier, I think Uriel was in it on it because I looked up some of the symbols on it. Let me tell y'all that real quick while this dry for a second. This gotta dry for a second. I looked up some of the symbols on Uriel's necklace, and I saw that they were chemical alchemist symbols, right? So then well, first I went through a whole bunch of symbols, and then I went, that's it, and then I saw it was that type of alchemy. And I went to go look to see what was the goal of that type of science, and it said transmutation. And then I went to go look up that word to see what that meant, right? And on a scientific level, I'm so mad of what that word meant. Radioactive decay. So you telling me you following someone whose mission is radioactive decay in the end? Whoever following them, that's their mission in the end, is radioactive decay. Remember I was talking about them bell curves? Like if it's really good, the extreme of good is over here, radioactive decay is over there, okay? I'm gonna choose good. I'm gonna go for the extreme of good where you just, kind of get beat up because people don't like the fact you take your time to explain, and the fact when they tell you something that's wrong, you actually try to fix it. I do. I try. I try so hard. In that kind of world, you telling me I'd rather choose that one. right? I'd rather choose going to the extreme of good if the end result of what they're doing is called radioactive decay. Y'all see why you can't help but laugh. You can't help but are you serious? Like another Christmas coming up, y'all. Like real life talk. This one different than all of them because now this is the one where I know that I know that I know we're in the last days. There's no wondering, right? So considering this is like the last days, like we're in Revelations and I'm painting Revelations 10. You get what I'm saying? Like it made me think, I heard This Christmas on the radio, you know, this Christmas. And it just took me back to being 7 years old playing on the floor. And to know that I might have a seat in God's heart. I know who I was, y'all. Go along to get along. Scared. Like I get why he looking out for Jacob. Jacob was the smallest. I wasn't small. I just didn't want to fight. Like if love is in your heart, you don't want to fight. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to go through all that. You don't want to. But if you in an oppressive environment, you forced to. Real talk, you are forced to. So at that point, now don't get me wrong, but God is the only thing that gave me courage to go against going along to get along. You get what I'm saying? God himself was the only thing, like I got bold, like back up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once God showed me he didn't even show me nothing. He kept snatching me. Actually, he kept blocking stuff and people and, you know, testing my ego and blessing me when I need to be blessed, moving people out the way, that showing me, you know, at the worst times of my life to show me they wasn't real, that they, you know, didn't really have my back and stuff like that. So I'm just grateful. What I'm trying to say is to know that there's a seat in whatever's coming for me. To know that I choose good all the way. Instead of radioactive decay. I'm just saying, on the theory of a motive. It makes me so mad. Like, who said, what was that meeting like? Like, hey guys, we've got a great plan. All right, what we're gonna do is you can have whatever you want because you're an alchemist. You can bring it all to you, right? Yeah, keep on. Everybody keep up with attraction. Let's attract. You can have whatever you want. All you gotta do is know how to use and manipulate the metals. So yeah, who's with me? Who's with me? Everybody was like, yeah, we're with you. And then there's one dude in the corner like, yeah, so at the end, what's going to be the end result, though? I know I'm going to get everything I want, but what's going to happen when it's all said and done? Radioactive decay. If I was in that meeting, I would have smacked him. If I was in that meeting, I'd be like, I got everything I want, but at the end, radioactive, like when you finally achieve your goal, you did hear what I just said, right? Right now, they're doing a plan. Everything you've seen is a plan and a strategy, right? But when they actually create the bolt, remember? Boom, right? Remember how I go? Boom. When they actually create the bolt, Google it yourself, right? I'm just going with the bird's eye view too. So I'm not going with all the reading into things. I'm going with the definitions on the word. Like I said, what is the goal of chemical alchemy? It then said, well, it was transhumanism or something like that. But then I looked up, I'm like, no, transmutation. That's what the word, They said the word that the ultimate moral to the goal of that is transmutation. Then I'm like, okay, well, what that mean? Radioactive decay. Oh, radioactive decay is where it's done naturally. Like, so when transmutation happens, because they haven't achieved it yet, right? But when it happens naturally, first off, they wrote in the article when it happens naturally. Got it. So when it happens naturally, it creates radioactive decay. And this is the plan. Like, we're headed on a train with this dumb. Oh, y'all know your girlhood. This dumb is playing. Let's keep going. I hope I got a little bit of. Look, I need a cigarette. That's some bull. I'm so mad. I promised I'd never smoke a cigarette. That's for God, too. I know y'all be okay with it because we all the same type people. Y'all trying to act holier than thou. Want to try to make me lukewarm. No, I'm not. I'm far from lukewarm. I'm on fire. I'm on fire for him. And there is nothing that... You get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be out here drinking. You get what I'm saying? I don't drink because he said don't do that in the last days. You get what I'm saying? Don't get me started. I ain't going to have... I'm just mad about that one. Radioactive decay. And that's where that's the mission you got me on. That's you dummy mission if ever I heard a dummy mission. You know what I'm saying? What type of crap? Okay, let's get back to this. It's a dummy mission. Uh-oh. I don't know if that was right. Radioactive decay, y'all. Now y'all see why I be mad? Radioactive decay. And they want to act like they such on a higher level of consciousness. How about you be on the small level of saying, care about who has to deal with the brunt of the pain of something called radioactive decay? It makes me so damn mad. Start getting it a little darker here. And what did we say? This was gonna, so I need a little more green. Radioactive decay. That just ticked me off so bad when I read that. And I'm like, that's just on a dummy. Like if I wanted to be dumb and, you know, just be like, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. And go actually define these things. You just stand back and go, just dumb. That's just dumb. Yeah, forgive me, Father. You're right. He told me, you know, the plan is genius. I got to give it to Uriel. The plan is genius. We'll just start there. Right? If that's the plan. But like I said, I think he a double agent, y'all. So it's a brilliant plan. It looked like it seemed like the Twilight Zone where they get the aliens get the people to destroy themselves. They don't even got to destroy the people because, you know, they do it just because they dumb. Through panic and fear and denying principles and education and knowledge. Wanting things to be easy is kind of how we end up there, you know? And don't get me wrong, I want it to be easy too. No, that's not true. I hear you, Father. That ain't how we end up. We forget to love God. Real talking. We forget we ain't. None of us. Not you either. You ain't. Not when it come down to God. Nope, you supposed to... Here we go. If you the SHIT, sell all you are. Sell everything you got. and then go start helping people and reaping the harvest of God's people. Like literally sit with them and work out the demons individually, daily, of all the different people in the world that are being deceived to follow hate and evil and envy. If you the bomb, you get what I'm saying. But no, we ain't nothing. We really are his puppies. And if we could really just get in our place of being a puppy, man, we'd be the best puppies out there. Real talk. I know I'm trying to be the best puppy out. I don't know about you. My dog's got the best life in the world. Y'all trying to be big boys like, oh, if you knew who you were in the Lord. I like being this puppy. I'm telling you, I got to get my dogs food, water. I got to sit there and look at them like, what you trying to tell me, D? I like the fact God look at me like that because I know when the dogs poop on the floor, I just go clean it up. You get what I'm saying? I'm not sitting there going crazy about it. Back when they were younger, I had to, and he did with us too. But I go clean it up. Like, I wash all of my dogs' linens. My dogs living like kings or queens because they girls. Look, they got a whole sectional. Let me show y'all. I made a sectional out of pillows. It normally goes around here, but I'm painting over here right now, so I can't go over there right now. There we go. You get what I'm saying? Like, I like my lane. My lane is cool. And he like talk to you at night and he makes sure you cool. And like when people do you wrong, he like, just does some type of way to put a cherry on the top. Like he give you double for your trouble. Real talk. That's reciprocity if ever I heard of it. Real talk. That's reciprocity. Want a little bit of reciprocity? I want to bring that up a little bit higher. Let me get over that. Oh, I messed that up, but that's okay. It ain't gonna end up looking like this later. I just want to see where we're going, see what forms. But. All right, so now we got some more green up in here. Some more green up in here. And don't you hate when you are at the mercy of ignorant people? That's called oppression, just so you know. When you are at the mercy, if you ever wondered what oppression was, it's when you're at the mercy of ignorant people. It really is. It is. Because you're sitting there like, there's a better way to do this, but they're like, nope, you're going to do it my way. That's oppression. I just want to ask everybody, like all races and all colors in this day and age, y'all better ask yourselves what it feel like to be oppressed, because y'all see it. It's happening. We've been used to it. Look, we've been used to it. But now y'all actually see when they dumb as hell making decisions for your life. Real talk. All right, so we got some more green over here. Y'all know what I'm going to do? I'm about to do something different. I might mess up the whole thing. I know. That's what y'all about to see. I'm about to destroy all this. Y'all ready? I know. You're like, why? Because I want to blend it in and see what happens. God telling me to. Right? Why I got to be so uniform? I don't want it to be uniform. I want to go like this. Let's see what happens. They ain't do nothing. Well, I guess they look puffy, I guess. They ain't do nothing. Let's see. Let's use some of this Caribbean then. Because I ain't feeling it. Like, don't get me wrong. It was pretty and all, but it ain't showing me what I feel in my soul God trying to say. Hold on, I need a clear palette. Look, these are my palettes. So for all of you first time painters that don't really got any skill, don't know what you're doing, you just fumbling through it to try to do something. These are my palettes. And then the ones with the, compartments, the place with the compartments, those are my palettes. So, we got the light side over here, but I don't like the progression. The colors of the progression of time wasn't matching what was there. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't making me feel like we own it. It was making me feel purple. Purple. Because, like, if this is the start, right? Light just came up. Somewhere around here, there's going to be some purple, right? Wouldn't there be some purple around here somewhere? Let's do that. Let's do some purple. That's what's missing. Somewhere in here. I need some new water too. You know what? This might be a good time to break and tell y'all to come back for part 2. I don't know. Because I need new water. I'm getting too many colors here. So yeah, I think that now we see, with this being our first time ever doing this together, the limitations. I gotta have more bottles, buckets of water, in order to clean out the brushes. But I'm gonna come right back, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna have my cigarette. My daughter, like, she's a wrestler and they're going really, really far away. I couldn't, it's 3 hours away. They're staying there and stuff. So I couldn't go with her with the dogs, So I'm just here doing nothing, waiting to sell this house. Can't wait until somebody come by it. I flat out. They don't even know it's the deal of the century. I've already decided I'm accepting like the first reasonable offer. You got it. So yeah, I'm going to do what I got to do, and I'm going to come right back. I hope you guys stay tuned so we can see where we're going with this. And you know what? I'm going to read ahead. How about that? You guys go read ahead, but read like a child. Read like a dummy. Stop being so smart. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all smartening it up. Y'all messing it up. Y'all making it too smart. You get what I'm saying? So, like, if it say face, act like a kid and go, where my face at? My face looks that way. So, therefore, he must mean that way. Act like that while you're reading it. He said the north. Why is the north on the left? Act like that. Real talk. Act like that while you're reading it, because that's how I'm going to be acting. So I want you to be able to be like, oh, that's how she interpreted that one. So that I'll know which way to go. I don't want to just, that this was an obedience to God. So I don't want to, I don't want to fudge it up. But I do see where he wants to take us. You get what I'm saying? I know that there's some type of flower in here. I know there's a Z in here, right? There's a Z. There's a flower. There's wind. So these are the things we're going to be drawing. Wind. There's seasons. There's dominion. There's a couple of different things. So I got to figure that out in order to go any further. You know what I mean? I can't go any further until I find out what a month is. You know what I mean? It's not what y'all think, right? A lot of people, it's more than that. A month is whatever that definition of that word says, and everything connected to it is what a month is, right? In order to understand what colors are there. So I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I wish I could have went a little longer. But when I come back, I'm going to have different buckets of water around me, because that's the only reason we're leaving. And for me to have a cigarette. Be back in a minute. Bye.